What's going on, boys? Welcome back to Raid Shadow Legends. Hope you're all having a great day. I wanted to talk to you about a couple of things that I want to see come to the game. Even me, as a fairly casual player inside a raid, there are things that can be quite frustrating that keep me from experiencing the game in a way that I want to. By the way, if you've never played Raid, here's a QR code. You could download the game, get 2 free champions and a bunch of rewards that jumpstart your account from day one. And it also supports my channel, so thank you guys so much. So what I'm doing right now in the background is just a little bit of Doom Tower on hard. We're doing this just to get that normal 10 key out of the way for the day. Now, what I'll typically do with Doom Tower is we'll do it in the background. We'll do those background battles. And when I'm doing those background battles, it would be really awesome if I could do something else in addition besides open up shards or work on any of my champions. I would love it if I could specifically do some arena style battles. There are other games that are out at this point in time. I'm talking about Etheria Restart. It's one that I'm currently playing on another channel, Echo Etheria Restart. I really love Raid, but there's a few quality of life type elements that are coming out in these newer games that Raid needs to bring. And that is one of them. Inside of Etheria Restart, I'm able to do background battles of something like a Doom Tower equivalent, and then I can still do my arena and items like that while the grind is happening in the background. Now, what I want to do here is I want to stop the multi-battle, and we'll just continue this this one right here. Beautiful. So if I can have that going, and at the same time, if I can then come on over and go into the live arena and do some of my live arena battles, that would be freaking great, because this is a more active style game mode, something that we really need to get done, or that we maybe more enjoy. For me, I love doing the live arena. I love the rewards that I get out of the Doom Tower, but I don't actually love the gameplay. It's just autoing. You know, the same thing if I want to go and do some campaign grinding. Same thing. If I want to do some dungeons and maybe I want to get the keys done for Iron Twins. Yeah, I don't need to have that up. So they allow us to do the background battle, which is really great. Like if I come over to Doom Tower, we can come on over. You can choose here. You can start auto climb. I didn't mean to do that. I meant to go on the, I wanted to do it in the background. Well, I guess we get to watch another Doom Tower now, don't we? The point is we should be able to do things while something else is running. It's just a quality of life that it's about time that it's here. Yeah. I mean, even with Clan Boss, when we come to Clan Boss, this is something that you could run in the background. I should be able to run Demon Lord while something is running in the background, but this would prompt me to then have to go and finish those battles before I can do background battles of Demon Lord, which is actually just a pain in the butt. And sometimes that even leads me to forgetting to use my Demon Lord keys. Not often, because they offer us the best rewards in the game, but it's still a frustrating point. Speaking of best rewards in the game, we just pulled a Sacred Shard out of our Transcendent chest. So what this basically requires me to do is to do my quick battles right away, just like this, so that I don't miss out on them, because who wants to miss out on a potential opportunity to pull in a Sacred Shard, legendary skill tomes? We all know at this point in time that the best rewards come out of Demon Lord. Now, it also comes into other Clan Boss things as well, right? Let's go, let's continue and get out of here. But some things that are just annoying are, well, Hydra. When you're trying to do your Hydra keys, I want to be able to do that in the background and grind something that I really want to enjoy. Same thing, specifically with Chimera. Even worse than Hydra. Hydra sometimes requires a little bit more manual, while Chimera, we could just do auto the whole time. Another thing is, I've been finding myself wanting to regear champions. And I know that this was soft addressed by Raid offering us these 1 hour gear redos. But man, why not just let us do it all the time? Why don't we just get rid of the cost to take stuff off of our champions? This is a step in the right direction, giving us a 1 hour regear, but it's really frustrating when you just want to maybe get into a battle and swap gear. What if I have a gear set on my Lady Mikage and I want to swap it on to my Black Teeth? Black Teeth is sitting here with no gear. What if I just want to be able to swap the entire kit over? That would be a great feature, and it would be awesome if it didn't cost us to do that. So that is definitely another one that I would like to see changed. Yeah. By the way, another clan shop just landed today. I'm gonna get all these fragments for the skins right here because I want to waste my tokens there on that. And we got just an epic book and a couple of chickens. Man, not the best rewards. What about out of the bazaar? We can get our ancient shard today out of the bazaar. Yeah, that's really all we got coming in there. So we do have some tournaments as well, and these have become a little bit redundant too. We've been seeing a lot of things come to the game, and they all are requiring us to do the same activities for this reward and then for this reward just a few days later. And without spending inside of the game, or spending heavily inside of the game, you find yourself struggling potentially to get to all of the next levels or to get all the things you want to get. Like, let's do an example right here. Where's one of my newest champions? All right, so we have Titus right here. Let's say we unlock Titus. That's a 2-week fusion that's going on. That's pretty time intensive. It takes a lot of our grind, and it allows us to enjoy the game in one way. But then right after that ends, then you have something to get his soul. So then you're going to be grinding for a Titus soul, and then boom, you're right into another fusion. But the problem is all of them require the same things. They're going to require you pulling shards. They're going to require you getting new champions, and they're going to require you to do the same dungeons. Now, what really helps me along the way is I buy this every single time. I buy the daily gem pass, which is why I'm sitting on 35,000 gems. I can buy an endless amount of shards if I want to. I choose not to, and I've actually been able to be pretty successful in all these events, really min-maxing all of the materials that we have. But it takes a lot of work, and it takes a lot of time to do that type of a thing. Like right now, we have the Gear Ascension tournament, and you got to be like, okay, is it worth getting the 7,400 to get yourself the crystals up top? Well, probably, so let's claim our rewards here along the way. There's a lot of things that I like there, but it gets me to the point where I'm looking at the game, and I'm like, oh, Soul Chase tournament, like, do I even want to participate in these things? Because there's no fusion. There's nothing that's giving me another champion or souls for a champion. By the way, do we have anything in our merchant right here that we need? Oh, we got a 2-star for stock. It's a champion that I still haven't used. When really, at the end of the day, all that I want to do inside of the game is auto most of it so I can get that grind in and then dive into live arena. Because I love live arena, and let me be honest here. I play a lot of turn-based strategy games. I play a lot of action RPGs. I play a lot of mobile games and a lot on PC. But there's something that I love about Raid. Even with its downfalls, the things that we're talking about right now, even with its pitfalls, it's still such an enjoyable game to play. Even with the drop rates that are complete butt cheeks. I mean, again, in Etheria Restart, I started playing 2 months ago, and I have almost all of the champions in the game. They're called Animus in that game. Here in Raid, obviously, Obviously in Raid, I don't. A lot of that is because there's so many more. The game's been out for so much longer. But the drop rates are tough. They're tough here, man. It's difficult to get the champions that you want. Also, the number of shards that we get inside of Raid are just a lot less than we're seeing in these other titles that are the competition. So I want Raid to do well. This game's been out for 5 years. I want it to do well. I have a channel for it. I love playing it every single day. I would love it if some of these things were fixed just for quality of life for players, so that, I mean, when we look at some of these more veteran players than myself, they are, everyone's pretty upset. I'm going to get rid of Thor. I'm going to put in the Cheshire Cat. I'm really worried about him and this guy for his speed. I'm not going to win this battle, by the way. This is going to be a tough battle for me to bring in. I just want the community to be happy, everyone to be satisfied with the game. I got to get rid of the 6-star Mythical Blessed. This is going to be a team. This guy's going to nuke all my players, but I got to get rid of the 6-star Mythical. I really didn't have a choice. The only chance I have is if I go first, and I can cut through stone skin and I can sheep, so maybe I could be able to get some stone skin out of these guys. What are some of the things that you are upset about? And again, it's not a huge list for me. It's not. So we can go with a stun. We can then go, we can't go with anything there actually. We're gonna do the locking out. We can go with a sheep right there. Potentially should have gone with the sheep on Ultimate Death Knight, but I wanted to be able to penetrate. Boom. Cheshire Cat should be okay. Problem is we're not able to get much damage here because the Ultimate Death Knight is just alive, kicking, and shielded up. The continuous... Ah, he's out of there. Okay. Sorry, I'd rather Fabian be gone than Armand's. So we got Armand's here. We're going to try and decrease turn meter, but it's not going to be enough. Down goes two of my champions. I'm going to lose He-Man and Armand's right now. Is that happening? Yep, it's happening. It's happening. So I want to see the gearing free all the time. I want to see background battles fixed. And I would love to see, when we have all of these different events going on, that it's just a little bit more user-friendly so that we don't all have to just... I feel like we always are grinding the same events all the time that require the same resources that maybe many players don't have. Locking players out of certain elements of the game, not allowing them to explore it. Ending in their defeat.